interesting. All right. Okay, this guy, trigger's kind of stiff, cylinder's not rotating. I think it's just very dirty. Let's take it apart and see. I actually already fixed this blaster once. testing purposes, I'm going to pull the spring out. Break that. Okay. Let's pull back. Like that. This guy's under tension. Oh, try not to do that. This gets pulled back. That'll drop. That'll fire forward. That fires forward. That'll go forward. So. And we're running into this spring popping out because I'm pulling it to the side. This goes back. Hmm. Feels worn out. Mm. Oh. Need a charger. Okay. Need some sort of lubricant, I think. WD-40 is not a lubricant. WD-40 is not a lubricant.
Get some sort of weird.
Yeah, we have some dry lube somewhere. That would be perfect for this. I just don't know where it is.
Or if it's here.
This is dirty, and I think if I were to put some sort of lubricant in it, it would work smoother. I need something that'll cling to it. I'm trying to find my lubricants that might not even be here still, because this is very rough and it was full of grit. So I'm going to do a taboo, try and make my own lubricant. this piece of graphite. Let's see here. A good tool fell behind a little bit ago. My microphone, I don't have a proper microphone for this, so my voice is going to sound quiet because all I'm using right now is my phone. Hopefully this can improve the action. Already feels so much better. See if I can make a little bit more. Okay, so this guy goes back on here. Stick it back in here. Take this end back through there. Like that. Feels a little bit better. Another spot we're going to need is right there. You can see how much it rubs. This one we might be able to adjust. Well, it's not a very tight fit. It's not going to do much to do a powdered lube. See here. I'll have to get my finger off of it. The room's a lot better. I don't know what we'll do about this. Tip of this. Well, you can see it a lot better now. I got all the graphite on it. Appears to be worn off. It doesn't catch that every time. I don't know how. Okay, I do know how I could. Don't know how it would work. Needs the tilt. Right. We take that. I'm gonna do a little trick and hope that it works. But I don't know for certain. I really don't know if it'll stick to this. I'm just gonna take this super glue, put a little dot right there. It should extend this just a little bit. I don't have any hardener for it, so let's sit right there for now. But I might not have any hardener. But I can do a quick test. We can see if my theory works or not. Then I'll I can use baking soda. Yeah, I think I'll just go grab a little bit of baking soda. Baking soda. This. It's supposed to harden it. Well, it hardens the surface. Doesn't penetrate any at all. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. it's just got a shell. It's gonna let me mold it just a little bit actually. Take this. Cool. Make sure. Okay. Now, I don't think that's going to last very long. Definitely not going to last very long. But I can use it to see if it will catch better. So there'll be something pushing right there. Yeah. If I had thinner super glue, I could make this work better. So I go just a touch. Just breaks. Epsom salt would work better because there's so much water in it. I need to put the cap on that. Holy cow. tilt up that knob just a little bit. Hopefully that will work. Otherwise, I don't know, I might need a whole new part right here, which I haven't gotten around to it. But I am going to start scanning parts, making them available so that you can fix your stuff. 3D print replacements often break. I haven't gotten to figuring out how I'm going to scan it yet. I'm leaning towards high resolution point cloud with mesh room. Okay, let's put this back together like that. The spring, that spring catches there and there in this blaster. This just needs to ride those rails. Point up like that. All this is in place. The trigger's pretty stiff. This just doesn't like to move. I think the spring on that's a little too strong for this blaster, but I don't feel like it really warrants replacing the spring. This makes it a little tough to pull the trigger. This blaster has a lot of snap parts. You almost don't even need screws. That slips in there. Gotta do an angle first. Then slide it forward. Get everything lined up. There we go. See that? It turned. Perfect. Let's see. It is working. All right. That might be a fix I have to come do again later, more proper. But this blaster is officially fixed. I think there's another screw somewhere, isn't there? Underneath this. Yeah, there it is, right there. Don't forget that one. Kind of wish I had some sort of electric screwdriver, controllable torque or something. When I make these videos, I edit them down to like 5 or 6 minutes usually. The video that I record is 45 minutes on average. I added them down to 6 minutes because like a third of the time that I'm recording those videos is spent just screwing these screws in. Especially the ones with a lot of screws. And then if I make a mistake when I put it together and it doesn't work, I gotta take it all apart again. It's all those screws all over again. Make sure it still works. Well, I'm still having issues turning all the way. Wonder why. Is there something rubbing after I screw it together? Shouldn't be. You'll notice actually it's much louder now. I took the suppressor, air suppression out of it. In my infinite wisdom, I took all my darts away the other day. But without the air suppressor, it'll shoot short darts. This one can now be returned to my nephew. I'll let him know that you gotta sometimes manually turn that. I'll be more consistent this now. I don't know. Maybe it needs a stronger spring right there. It was just too much resistance and I need better lubricant. It also might just be worn out. But it works again. When he first brought it to me, the connecting linkage into this had come apart and it wouldn't fire at all. I will hold on to this. This is the air restrictor. If for some reason I have to put it back in, I will keep on to it, keep a hold of it. That's this guy. Does it have a name? The Raptor Slash. Yep. Set this. I have a place for it. Alright, I'll hold on to these just in case there's another thing I need to glue back together. Hold on to that in case there's something else I need to put a little bit of lube on. I'll eliminate this. Fresh one of these out. I'll be right back with the next one. All right, this one. It's a Nerf Hyper. And there is a marble in it. Okay. I'm not sure what this one's code name is. Let's see. Doesn't say anywhere. But can't draw it back. And if you listen, you can hear it. Someone worked very hard. Put that in there. It's otherwise seems to be a perfectly functional blaster. I found it at a Goodwill. I'm assuming it got donated because it didn't fire anymore. And of course it didn't. There was a very, very large blockage in the way now. What else we got? We got a bunch of these. Let's get all this apart. You might not have to pull this one all the way apart today to fix it, and that would be awesome. I would like to take it apart for the first time in one of my teardown videos. Feel that. Pop that up. That's all apart. That's all apart. What is that going on here? Ah, it slips into there, so we gotta take it more apart. This probably slots into that. They're gonna make me take it completely apart just to get that top part off. Oops. Let's not lose that. Maybe someone can keep track of where those screws came from. Probably easier to do that when we're live than it is when I'm doing it all by memory. I don't like playing with these hypers because they shoot too hard, but they look sweet. And looks is about 75% of the reason I purchase any of the Nerf guns I purchase. Because I'm working on a project to make a laser tag system that's open source for the purpose of anyone being able to make their blaster, laser tag blaster, and show up to a game and just play. Alright. Let's see here. Got hair. All that stuff's the spring and everything sits in there, the trigger. So that, when that pulls it back, that's a lot of play. Way more than I thought. That's neat. That moves forward. Let's see here. Let's put it back for a second. Ooh, it's captive. Well, not really. I could twist it and pull it out. Being captive makes it easier. Whoops. To put back. there, and that goes in that rail. So when this comes back, it tilts up, and this little barrel tilts up, catches, oops, again, it catches a ball with the hopper up here, and when you move it forward, it'll dump it. I can see the marble. I know why it quit working, because the marble isn't quite, it's big enough to get caught by this little catcher right here, and it dumped it, and they rolled it back and dumped it, because this will keep rotating all the way back to here where this catch is, where it loads it and dumps it in there. I put the marble in there, but the marble is bigger than the barrel, so it can't get out. But also, because the marble's in there, this can't go back far enough for that to catch it. So I couldn't turn it upside down to remove it. You can just do this. That'll come out. And look at that. The marble. I'll hold on to that, I guess. Marble taken care of. Now let's hope this goes back together as easy as it just came apart. So I was not paying close enough attention when I took that out. There we go. That will catch on that. Then you can push down on that to release it and everything and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm just going to put it right back together. This wasn't meant to be a teardown. This was meant to be a repair. I don't want to lose anything. Ouch. I need the GoPro on my forehead. I just need to use the GoPro on my forehead. Okay. I don't know how much you missed, but I did pull the marble out with the hopper in there. And it's got too many loose parts for me to be comfortable just racking it again right now. So I'm going to put it all back together, give it a good rack, see if it dry fires, and if it does, we'll call that good. I don't have any hyper ammo here, at least. I do have a lot where my Nerf guns currently are, which are in storage, because it was easier to put them straight into storage after the New Year's Eve Nerf war than it was to bring them home and try and figure out what I was going to do with them then. There we go. I didn't quite catch the first time. Do I have another hyper? Is there another hyper over there that needs fixed? Okay. I'll grab it in a minute. I was just wondering if there's another. I thought I could remember a shotgun needing fixed, but I guess not. It wasn't a hyper, at least. In the future, I'll have better camera positions. Maybe at the end of this video, I will pick up this phone and show you guys. I guess you singular guy, my little info in my to my side, since there's only one of you right now. Yeah. If it did fire that marble, that would be awful, painful, but also awesome. I mean, probably wouldn't want to shoot people with it, at least not without all the proper safety equipment. I'm gonna say that's a success. Or maybe not. What the heck? Okay, so that's interesting. Alright. Whatever it was, pushing that lever down on the back. Fixed it. That's fixed. And it feels really squeaky. Can I get all the screws tight? I don't want to over tighten these because it's just in the plastic and it'll strip them. I don't remember getting that squeaky before. There we go. Okay. This is my Ultra 3. This has a bad feed. That's what it says on here, at least. Let's try it. Put this in there. Didn't feed. When it fed, didn't load. If I push that back, okay. So let's try it one more time. You go in there like it would be normally. No fire. Why? 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 Ooh, I felt that. That caught on something. That's gonna fire. Back, load. It's jammed up like it's feeding the next one. Okay, so I think I might know what's up with this one. Let's pop it apart, see if my theory is correct. Set that together so that we keep everything neat and tidy. By the way, the Phillips 1 is the best screwdriver for taking apart Nerf guns that I have found. Phillips head 1 is what all of the screws are. And generally the shaft will be skinny enough that you can fit it all the way down some of those really deep holes. Got some that I can't quite see from this angle. This is another one that I haven't made a teardown for yet. I don't know exactly what I'm expecting to see yet. I have an idea. I've taken apart enough of these to know roughly what it should look like on the inside. There. Here's our internal magazine. Oh, wow. Did not know that was in there. That wouldn't have caused our problem, though. Oop. Okay, there's a screw here holding that spring in. I'm going to pop it out so I can get this spring out of the way, because I'm sure it's going to be annoying. Put that back just for safekeeping. Okay, so this runs back, pulls that back. I think, though, our entire problem probably right in here. Look at that. That's exactly what our problem is. I knew it. Okay. So, when this feeds, let's see if I can pull this apart to do some demonstrations. This guy is attached to the screw right there. Right. This. Take this spring out for demos. Makes it easy. Oops. Usually makes it easy. There we go. So when this comes back, okay, we need to, release everything. All right, so take this. I choose it right there. So you rack this all the way back. Press your spring, your mechanism in there that holds your cylinder back. So all this comes back. And then this gets fed up by the spring. And this, there's one on each side. Make sure that this doesn't just go boing all the way out. It's caught right there. Okay. Now, if you bring this forward, I should bring that forward. Right now, you can see it's loading correctly. Get it all the way forward. So it's not going all the way forward. There we go. All the way forward. Snaps into place. That should be loaded properly. And then you pull the trigger, and it would release your cylinder. Compress all that air, send it out the front. And then you're ready. Do it again. If only everything was where it's supposed to be. See, and that's wedged in there, far back as it can go. Now, when I first pulled this apart a minute ago, I said I thought I knew what it was, and it was exactly that. Because in here, that thing, it's gone now. This is supposed to go up and down. It's not. It's getting hung up on something. Anyhow, when this is up, when this is all the way up, that can't go anywhere. So this gets pressed up against that. Let's feed it all the way into the back. And then on the back side of this, somewhere, is a little mechanism that'll actuate this. So when it's all the way forward, it'll catch that. All the way forward, it catches this, pushes that down, bam. Now you have a clear shot and that can leave the barrel. And then when you pull it back, that's supposed to spring up. As you can see on this one, sometimes it doesn't. And then when you feed this forward, it just pushes that forward and it's not getting properly loaded into the barrel. Maybe only like that much, which isn't enough. So what I'm going to do is figure figure out how this works really quick. Huh. Neat. Not sure why that's like that. Back here. Ooh, so what is that? Is it just really dirty? It's... like that. And this. That. Let's see here. This. That. This. Right. So I can feel it right there. Something's catching. It's pushing it. It's not going all the way back up. Oh, interesting. I stuff you back in here. Do we end up with more guides? Yes. Put this back. Oops. Put that there. Ah, you can see it. This is the thing that pushes that. Let's put this screw back. Use that. There we go. Okay. Let's push it forward. Push forward. Okay. Back. That's not all the way up. Worn out spring, maybe? Forward. Ready to go. Fire. Hold this back. forward. That didn't go up at all. Gotta get that click. All the way forward. Back. All the way back. Get that click. Did I do it? I did. Okay. And click. That's the spring. Causing my issues. Let's leave you alone. Disconnected for a minute. Yes, there is lots of engineering. Lots. Pull trigger. Click. Okay. Let's see here. I know it's that. So do this. Pop you back out. See, it just sits crooked. The reason it sits crooked, doesn't come back up, it's jammed up every time. It's on the bottom of this flappy tab here. There's a structural groove fin thing on it, which is slightly offset from the center of this. And so when it hits it, it twists just like that. And that twist seems to put just enough pressure that the spring can't pull it all the way up. So I'm wondering if this spring is just not quite strong enough anymore. What is your full extension on here? Fully right there, which is only that far. Pull this off. Go a little bit further. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish. I don't have replacement springs, but I can reuse this spring if I'm very careful about how I modify it. I think I can do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We can take those 5 and you can just twist them. So now we got the same little hooky deal loop that we had before. I'm gonna clip it some, because there's only 2 there. Let's see here. Yeah. I want to get it, nip it right at the bottom here. Like that. Oh, that's 3. That should be fine though. Should be able to do this and this. Much more reliable. Let's put it back together. Do a proper test before we determine one way or the other if it works good. Okay, that's all the way back. This goes forward. Pushes down. Cool. Fire. Everything resets. Not quite. Still not quite. Okay. Everything reset. Pull this back apart. I said I could do 5. What I meant was I could do 5 on both ends. There it is. One, 2, 3, 4. Just in case I'm a little wrong, I'll only do 4. Then I'll take this, bend it out, nip it. Like that. This. Like that. Ooh, no. Still has a guide problem. Much more reliable though. Well, do a proper test. Get this lined up right. That's a second back, all the way forward. Okay, trigger, fire. Interesting. Fire. What am I catching? This is not It's getting reset down. You can see here it's down. Fire. It's not releasing. Something there maybe. Okay, I want a closer look.
If I close these, can I watch on some scene?
I doubt I could hear you. You were talking out there.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it on the video when I was talking.
Set that aside. Okay. Fire forward. This comes back. That. Okay. I'm gonna do a thing. That, which now that I know it exists, you can see there's a rub spot right along there where it catches, rubs along there. Let's see if the magic graphite, because that's rough, so it can tedious to hold that. Do that. See if we can get some to come off on here. You can, because it's rough, because it's been rubbing there. Let's see. Here, back, forward, go like that. Fire, forward. Okay, that worked. Try it again. Reset. Reset. Worked that time too. Figured it out. My first thought when I noticed that that was what was causing the issue, shave that down. But with how rough it is, you can totally just load it up with as much graphite as you can. think that's going to solve our problem. So let's put this guy all the way back together. Let's see if it did. Oops. What do we got going on here? There. You know what? Let's do this other spring here first. And that's long. That. Oh, way forward. That. It's just like that. Completely set. That. Just like that. This. Like this. Oh. Yeah. So might as well do this first. It's in my hand. Like that. This guy goes like this. Now for the tedious part. Bring it back all the way. All of these screws. Okay. I saw it. It didn't quite go up that time, but it did pop up easy. Popped up that time. Yeah, it's working. Like that. Like that. 3 more screws. Now you know why this videos are so short. You cut out all the screwing. You don't got anything left. There we go. Ooh, that kind of stuck down. Okay, seems to be working for the most part. That's popping up every time. With dry firing, I lost my dart though. Here we go. Another test. Still. Sweet. Just needed some lubricant in there. That guy works. Always remember, don't store your blasters or your magazines with darts in them if it uses a spring feed. The springs wear out if you keep them compressed and they go through heat and cold cycles like they do when they're in storage for long periods of time. Another souvenir. Next one. Trying to decide. Should I do the Ultra 1? That's not getting. That has no power. Or do I do the Mega? What's it called? Moto Strike. It has this one also says no power, but I think it's actually weak flywheels. Alright, I'll just do the muzzle strike. This one first. No power. I need batteries, so I gotta go find my case. I hope you don't take double A's. Alright, first things first. Batteries. Four C's. Four C batteries. Alright, maybe there's nothing actually wrong with this one. Seems to be working just fine. I can work this improperly without an issue. It works just fine. Oh, that's that. Wasn't actually anything wrong with it. Weird. Ultra 1. No power. From the same first test. 4 C batteries. One. Oh, we got some corrosion right there. Let's see. Overkill. Whoops. Accidentally bumped buttons on my keyboard. These flywheels don't sound good. Okay. This is starting to feel like there's nothing wrong. Yeah. There's something loose in there though. I can hear it. Okay. That works fine, apparently. Okay, so earlier I was talking about I don't have ammo for this guy because this thing, it looks cool. The primary reason looks matter to me is because if you play laser tag, it's pretty boring. It's just a flash of light unless you look cool. My thoughts were, if you took a laser tag blaster, or you took a Nerf blaster, and it's dart dimensions lined up well. So that's 0.63, 0.637. I'm going to use my pen for this one. This dart. That's a taper. Like that. 637 inches. .65. This is 21,700, which, by the way, we know its dimensions by what it is called. If it's a 21,700 battery, we know that the other way we to there it is. Let's change this. Okay. So education here. A 21,700, I believe, you take the last three digits and separate it from the first digits. That's 700 tenths of a millimeter, which should be 70 millimeters or 7 centimeters. And that is the length. This is the diameter, 21 millimeters. It's 21,700. You can verify that. Gotta be careful, don't want to short this battery. Only touch the insulation. .8 inches. 2.8 inches. Let's verify that's still zeroed. .853. 0.853. Yeah, we can do some math. Because we know that 2.54 centimeters is exactly 1 inch. So 1 inch would equal 25.4 millimeters. 2.8 times 25.4. Let's do 25.4, 2.8. $32. 5 times 8 would be 40. is 16, that's 20. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So it's 11.2 millimeters too long. To be this accurate. I'm not going to do that math in my head. Times 4. Until it's been, I use my calculator all the time, right? .66666 or 0.6662. So it's 21. So it's not quite. It's a little bit bigger, which I actually already knew that because this one doesn't fit in an exact 21. This battery doesn't fit in a 21700 holder. It's too big. This guy, on the other hand, I believe fits. I can verify that really quick. 0.84. Six. 846 times 25.4 equals. It's closer. Still a little too big. Two point 881. 5.4. What? No way. 878. That one's even bigger. That's absurd. Oh. How do I... So my thought was, for blasters that look cool, or that have a magazine, we could find a dart, or not a dart, a battery that's about the size of the dart. Which 0.63, 7 times 25.4 would be a 16, 2.651 times 25.4, 673. That's a battery. That's what it would be if it was an exact. So I guess I should look, because that'd make it really easy to power these laser blasters. And my thought on other things, I'm not repairing anything anymore. I've kind of reached the end of that. For the laser part, you just get a laser diode that you can retrofit inside the existing barrels. Replace these cylinders with a laser diode, or even, you could probably make it small enough that it'd fit in that space right there. But you could, because I want to open source, you can make it however you wanted, focus it however you want for whatever range you need. Yeah. So I guess I need to figure out if the battery idea will work. I need to figure out a operating system solution, whether it's Arduino, Raspberry Pi, or something else, like just have it run on ESP32s or whatever. Yeah. That's ultimately what this channel was made for, was to develop laser tag, laser blasters. That's why I'm not Nerf Smith or Dart Smith, it's Blaster Smith, so that I can transition to laser blasters in the future of my own design. So yeah, that's all. I fixed the blasters that I can fix today. There might be more. I'll have to do it another time. Bobby. I'll see you. Or actually, I promised to show you what I was doing. This just sits right up there. Shines straight down. Just barely works. and just really have that light bar taped up there. Yeah, that's my workspace. See you guys another time.